Team selection Ohio State Buckeyes.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Entering play call screen. College kick return.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Inside zone is selected.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with his back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Goff. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
As a play caller, you'd love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and beating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Gators come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The metrics tell you so often. Go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
They'll run it from the gun. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 and 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Goff. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gator! Once he got some room, it was over.
Coach suggestions.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds.
There are 7 subcategories. Option is set to split 9 plays. You have 12 options. 3, 5 is selected.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, with defense is this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Goff. Unloads to the wideout. And it will be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And listen, the defense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Gators letting this guy do it himself the way Tebow used to do it when he'd pick up steam going downhill and getting first downs.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Man, I mean, I know I have running backs, but when I got quarterbacks that are also dynamic and can make plays in the run game and get me extra first downs, if I'm the Gators, I would do the exact same thing. Whatever it takes.
Going to the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
You have 9 options. Flood rail is selected. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Inside zone is selected.
So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Categories. You have 15 options.
It's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And the point after is good.
Entering
the officials
play
offer the deal,
normal.
and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the move. Hard running there. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State brings the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Holds and fires complete to the right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Quick release by the QB. At the 45 on its way. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after a good gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Breaks into the open. Bounced right back to them. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Blitz 3 double sky.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. He's got it on the run. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. With the run on first and goal. Next going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's gone. Here's a heat. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He
intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
They're trying to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Syracuse. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To throw, it's Scott. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. He puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gators have it with a first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Scott. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They're down to the 25 on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's first down from the 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Entering play call.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Entering
so that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Free key. You have 3 options. Prevent is selected.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the run, it's Butler. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Entering play call. Normal.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS blitz is selected.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half. So
there he goes to the left. Big gain on that one. He steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. They're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the left. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already in this offense.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Inside zone, there are 11 categories. You have 38 options. Age listing is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Inside zone.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast to let him there and force the TFL.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They'll immediately call timeout.
Formation. There are 8 categories. There are 26 subcategories. Option is set to 30HPWK15. Entering paused screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected. Entering play formate medium pass mesh H choice curl double moves curl.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Mesh spot, orbit mesh HD, battle. Orbit mesh HD, mesh spot, mesh HD, play, coach, RPO red bubble, MTN mesh Y ghost.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
There are 8 categories.
The Gators will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops.
There are 7 subcategories. Option is set to split 9 plays. You have 12 options. Free. Split. There are 7 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS splits is selected.
They want to run it left here. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Making side adjustments here. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the right. Hit are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB. Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 8 categories. You have 9 options. RPO red, but bubble is selected. Formation, concept, pass.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
It's Goff. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
2 options.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
To the air on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Handoff to the lone back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And wings it incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the air. It's Goff. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Bringing the heat. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Formation. Option is set. Option is set. Free high. There are 7 categories.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Options. Slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Goff. Pressure coming. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Auction is set to
and we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they're right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oregon State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Gators want to crank the tempo. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start.
He unleashes a long one. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
9 options. Cover 1 SS blitz is selected.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. The give and tick, 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 tick. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got the first down and more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback determines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
There are 5 categories. You have 4 options, with slot out is selected.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Under fire. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
But trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Goff. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to...
Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with the huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll give it to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Entering.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down